Good evening, traders. Today is Tuesday, December 20th, 3:53 p.m. Central Time. Markets have been closed for about an hour now. Looks like the market's teasing us. Do you know we did not cross over? We peaked over, but we did not cross over the bottom side of the channel. Here's what you are looking at. The red line right here is the bottom side of the channel. And this is on the 5-minute chart. On the 30-minute chart, this is the, actually, coincidentally, I don't think so, is the 30-minute EMA 50 line. It lined up perfectly with the channel bottom. Okay? Basically, the 30-minute time frame dominated today insofar as the EMA 50 lined up here, and the SMA 20 line served as support. Right? Kissed it. You see it kiss it. And then this was resistance. So the 30-minute time frame dominated today. Also of note, in the final 5 minutes, did you guys notice it gapped down? Right here. Here is screenshot evidence. You gapped down. Usually that means you're going to come back up and fill it. Okay? So, right into close, on the 5-minute chart, the EMA, the SMA, all pointed together right there at the channel bottom. Right? So, I mean, it made a valiant effort. You know, came up in the morning. Basically, the whole day, it formed like a rising wedge. Okay? And in the next slide, I'm going to show you. I'm not shocked that we didn't quite make it, because in the next slide I'm going to show you, well, we came down from like 20 feet down, if you want to use a swimming pool metaphor. We came from 20 feet down from futures overnight plummeting due to the news from Japan, right? So it actually since the overnight hours, it actually traveled quite a distance. Okay, so I'm not shocked. I would have liked to have seen us break the line, and stay above it. But in the next slide, you'll see, like, yeah, we did come quite a distance in a short amount of time. Okay, so the MACD actually ended in the positive on the 30-minute right here. So, you know, it wasn't an abject failure today by any means. You know, the markets were modestly up. So, okay, let's go over to the next slide. Now, 5-minute interval right here. The reason why I'm not really concerned, let's just start with these blue lines. This is the SPY futures 5-minute interval time frame. We don't have bearish divergence. See? Okay, so that's going down and that's going down. It's basically wedging. Okay? And then you have higher lows here. This is the zero line. So I don't consider that bearish. Okay? It's not bearish. We're not having any divergences. You know, I think we're just coming up and going to consolidate. I think some interesting things may happen tonight in futures. You know, we've got all night and all tomorrow morning to see what what we're going to wake up to, right? But definitely higher lows, right? See that? Higher lows, forming a wedge at the end of the day. So basically, I mean, this is where we started from, guys. This is like, we'll just call it 2 a.m., 1 a.m. I mean, we started from here, and we ended up all the way over here. Okay? That is not a bad rebound compared to the previous 4 days. Okay? I mean, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Right? So, I mean, these times, I was just, during the day, I was kind of noting times at actually contact points with the bottom of the channel here. So this time, 10:05 a.m. right here, correlates to right here, this point, you know, and then this is 3:55 p.m. Yesterday, this point. But then I've kind of just stopped. I'm like, when I started to see numerous contact points again here, right, just again and again and again, and then even overnight futures before it plummeted from the Japanese news. I mean, look at that. It hugs it perfectly, right? So, stopped documenting times. I've seen enough, basically. I have seen enough to convince me that with 100% certainty, this is the bottom of the channel. Especially the fact that, I mean, you come up, you couldn't hold it. You're coming up. This is now resistance. You're coming up again. You're coming up again. This was a successful backtest. But then you come up here and then you couldn't hold it. But I think it's just forming a wedge, trying to build up energy. You see what I mean? So clearly, without exception, this is the channel bottom, right? Too many times. I mean, look at that. Just look at the pattern. I mean, it's just any reasonable person can draw that conclusion. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. The next slide is still the 5-minute chart. It's just a little bit further back. So this is today cutoff, 10:05 a.m. cutoff on the right-hand side. So this is just a little bit further back. Now I want to comment on this is the Japanese news last night. When I look back, look what the MACD was doing, guys. Ever since earlier, like, we'll just call it 4 to 5 hours earlier, 4 hours ish earlier. Look what the MACD was already doing. Down, 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 waterfall. That was before the news even came out. The MACD was already going down. So you guys can be assured the U.S. government, whatever, they already knew before Japan released that news at exactly 10 p.m., by the way. Like 10 p.m. on the nose, right? 10 p.m. Eastern time. So, no accident there, right? And I contend the futures market knew about it hours before that bad boy waterfalled down, went off a cliff. Okay? So, keep that in mind if you guys are watching futures, trading futures, and whatnot. I wasn't specifically looking for the MACD per se. I was just kind of like, it's okay. It's going up. Okay, And then all of a sudden, it just sinkhole opens up. Okay? So, yes. So, okay. Yeah, this is last week, last Friday. Here's the contact point. Once again, joins all these up with Monday and then Tuesday, and then this is just in the next slide actually. You won't see the October low. I don't go back that far, but this is just to show you this way. Left turn to the October low. Okay, left turn. All right, so that is basically all I want to show you about this slide. So again, to just ask a rhetorical question, you don't have to answer that in the comments section or anything like that. Just answer it to yourself. Do you believe now that this line is the channel bottom line, given all these contact points that you have seen since Friday? Do you believe it now? This is a significant line for 2022, because I'll tell you why. Why don't we just go ahead and skip to the next slide? This is a 4-hour chart, and this is a 4-hour chart left side, 1-hour chart right side. Okay, so here's the top of the channel, right? Here's the bottom of the channel. Bottom of the channel goes all the way down that you can't out of view. It goes down to the October 13th low. So from when we're talking about a diagonal rising channel like this, outside of this bottom of the channel, there are no more data points, guys. There are no more data points. Okay? So if we fall out of this channel, that's going to be an interesting question where we're going. Okay? I mean, you're probably going to have to now go back to the horizontal levels, right? And find out, where are the like price volume distributions that are the highest, and probably start guessing now. Oh, well, I think I see you probably go here. Probably you'd find some major support here. Okay. But this is the lowest point because it joins to the lowest point of 2022. Prior to 2022, there are no lower points from a diagonal angle perspective. Because I went back and looked, 2021, 2020, 2019, 18, 17. No. It's not there. Okay, from a diagonal perspective. Horizontally, yeah, sure. You have there are data points horizontally. Okay, so cannot lose this line, guys. And we're basically, I'm wondering. I think futures has a chance to overtake it tonight. I think futures does. I think futures. It was right there. Oh, if you were to stand on your tippy toes, your head would hit the bottom of the channel. That's how close we are. And on top of that, we gapped down right in the final 5 minutes. I was like, what is this? What? I was like gapping down. So literally, if you stood on your tippy toes, your head would hit the bottom of the channel now. Okay, literally that close. No joking. Okay, so here's the 4-hour chart. Just one thing. Here we go. We got some separation here, right? Down here. Signal line. Separation from the MACD line. Okay, good. It, as I mentioned earlier this morning, perfectly kissed the the negative 35 line. And this morning I also showed you a previous data point. Perfectly kissed that too. And now it's pivoting. And now it's separating. Okay? Skip over to the 1-hour chart. Okay, 1-hour chart. Almost. The 1-hour MACD is curling. It's about to kiss the 0 line. It's almost there. So let's keep an eye on futures tonight. See where futures wants to take us. Right? Futures up, down. Let's see what happens. See that? Okay, so I mean, most definitely confirmed. You got 1 notch, 2 notch. What's this one gonna be? Is this gonna? So you see what I mean? Like, what's it gonna do? We don't know. That's to be determined. To be determined. Won't make any predictions there. So, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. The blue star is just for draw attention to it. So, this is the 1-hour EMA 50 here, right? SMA 20 here. That's going to serve as support, right? It's going to bounce. Here's the bottom of the channel. Okay, so there you have it. That is where we're at. It's kind of like a to be continued. We didn't quite overtake it. We did go over it a little bit, but came back down. But again, we came from all the way down here. That's actually not bad. I'd have to look at like Dow. How many points is that, considering the fact that we came from all the way down here, right? How many points total was that? That's probably a good number. So maybe one of you guys can do that in the comment down below if you'd like to. So, okay. And today, yes, I was on Twitter, tweeting out just updates how the market was behaving, what the markets were doing. So apparently some of you guys are at work and can't be looking at the monitor all the time. So I get it. Okay, so it helps to just get the tweets real time. And please give it a like, share, subscribe, or click to be notified when I release a video. And that's basically all I've got for you guys today. Keep it short and simple. Just kind of keep an eye on futures tonight. Hope for no crazy news again from Asia overnight or Europe. Right? Wake up in the morning and see where futures is going to bring us. Okay, and with that, I'm Agent 000 signing off.